National Bulletin. In Kuala Lumpur, the government and relevant enforcement agencies have been urged to suspend the permit and license of taxi drivers who take part in illegal gatherings, allegedly to demand justice with regard to the issue of e-hailing service Grab. Malaysian Public Transport Users Association 4PAM President Ajit Chol, in proposing the matter, deemed cabbies who organize demonstration as giving off the impression that they are not willing to reflect upon themselves and improve their service. He said taxi drivers who were once regarded as small ambassadors of the country are instead appearing to act like gangsters and trying to cover up their own failure to compete in an ever-developing market by pointing fingers at the government. Ajit also said to let them have gatherings or demonstration because this will only prove to the citizens and consumers that this group of people will never wake up and rise from their failure in offering high-quality taxi service. The image of cabbies are bad right now, as seen by the citizens, so organizing demonstrations of gatherings will only affect their own livelihood. Ajit said when contacted by PS Bulletin today as the best way to rise from failure and improve their service so they can regain the trust of the public transport users. It was said that the gathering will see the involvement of some 30,000 taxi drivers from around the country to fight for alleged injustice linked to Grab. Commenting further, Ajit said taxi drivers should face facts that choices made by the public today are somewhat driven by technological advancements and the change in business models with regard to the transport industry. On that note, he deemed that service based on the concept of e-hailing was more transparent in terms of payment, user feedback and safety aspects, hence making it a preferred choice among the public. Previously, when cabs are needed, the taxi driver was selective because they had the upper hand in controlling market patterns. But all that has changed with the emergence of Grab and Uber. Since back then, the attitude of a majority taxi drivers have not changed. They are harsh and rude. This includes the way of them behave when attending the discussion session with Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad the other day. I'm Nurizan Shakira reporting national news for PS Bulletin tonight. Moving on to the international news. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to Nightlight International News. Today we begin with a breaking news coming out of Asia Pacific. A Lion Air flight JT610 carrying 189 people has disappeared from radar just 30 minutes after takeoff during a short flight from Jakarta. The plane was carrying 181 passengers as well as 6 cabin crew members and 2 pilots. It has been crashed into the sea off the coast of Indonesia's capital Jakarta, and all the passengers have been reportedly killed in the tragic incident. The official confirmed that the crew contacted air traffic controllers and requested a return to Jakarta. The plane never issued a Mayday distress call and did not turn back. Instead, it banked to the left, made significant altitude shift, and then dropped sharply. The plane plunged into the sea and hitting the water with such force that some metal features on the aircraft disintegrated. It was the first crash of the MAX 8, an updated version of the best-selling Boeing 737. According to Indonesia's National Search and Rescue Agency, there are as many as 21 body bags have been transported to a hospital in East Jakarta for identification, as rescue workers continue to search for the remaining in the sea. The bags contain human remains, debris from the aeroplane, and personal belongings of the victims. 6 bodies were recovered early in the day and taken to the same hospital. So what we know about Lion Air is that it is one of the Indonesia's youngest airlines. It is a budget airline and it only started operation in year 2000. Air accident investigator in Indonesia has confirmed that the plane was delivered to Lion Air in August 2018. So that was only about 2 months ago. It had completed about 800 flight hours and still considered a very new plane. Indonesia relies heavily on air transport to connect its thousands of islands, but it has a poor aviation safety record and have suffered several fatal crashes in recent years. This is Yan Fei from Nightline International News.
Hello, welcome to PS Bulletin. Today, Malaysia won 3-1 against Laos to get their second win in Group A of the AFF Suzuki Cup. Nur Shahrul certainly has all the experience to help Harimau Malaya win the AFF Cup, having inspired the nation team to the title in 2010.
But national coach Tan Cheng Ho put his faith in the 32-year-old Pahang veteran and invited him to don the national jersey again. And Nur Shahrul turned out to be the revelation of the Malaysia team as he spurred them into 2 victories as many matches so far in the AFF Cup. Indeed, Nur Shahrul has ended up on the Vietnamese radar after scoring 2 goals in Malaysia opening 1-0 win away. Harimau Malaya will next face favourite Vietnam in Hanoi on 16 November 2018.
Nur Shahrul certainly has all the experience to help Harimau Malaya win the AFF Cup, having inspired the nation team to the title in 2010.
Hello, welcome to PS Bulletin. Now we come to the slot viral news. Okay, 1 week ago, on 5th November, there was a video viral in social media about a father that was annoyed with his daughter and forced her kneeling in front of public. The incident happened at the parking lot in a mall situated in Singapore, which is known as IKEA Tampines. It is common for a child to do a mistake, and as a parent, they must punish their child and teach them how to fix their mistake. However, the action of the father in this video was seriously being criticized by many people, as it was a rough and improper way in teaching his daughter. Moreover, it was did in public place. Based on Storm, the father's action was recorded by a public when it happened on Monday's night. That was on 5th November ago. In the video, the man who's been said as the father was clearly seen slapping his daughter and forced his daughter to kneeling. Beside the girl was a woman that maybe her mother was standing beside her and not doing anything to stop the father.
Our two hot issues today are Director actor Samsul Yusuf wins case against man who uploaded Munafik 2 online. And Henry Golding is the first Asian to grace GQ's Man of the Year cover. This 29 and became the #1 local film of all time. Today, Samsul announced on Instagram that both Munafik and Munafik 2 are available on April 1st for RM18. Confirmed this via Instagram on November 14. According to the post, the man who goes by the handle Sasuke Kun, who uploaded the horror flick on his Facebook and Instagram accounts, will have to pay 100,000 to Score Productions as compensation. Host turned Hollywood stars Henry Golding has become the first Asian to grace the cover of GQ's magazine's annual Man of the Year edition. Malaysian British actor joins Michael B. Jordan, Serena Williams, and Jonah Hill as the cover stars for 2018. So that's all news in BD Bars for today. Until we meet